But
it's Toto Africa and I'm playing the pan flute.
Wait, can I be honest? I reckon I've had literally 100 messages saying do Toto, do Toto.
Whether you like it, pan flute sent through to you. Whether you choose to use it or not is up to you.
But
And
yeah,
I'll just be the wind in the reeds in the background.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loogy on K-Rock 955.
K-Rock 955, Tom and Loogy.
Now, mate, one of the biggest songs, I know you're not over TikTok, but surely you've heard this. It cracked off. It is absolutely huge, and it's one of your favourite songs ever, but remix. Here's a bit of it now.
Oh, yeah.
And the producer behind this one, it's Christian Benson, a.k.a. Lewd, and he joins us now. G'day, I was going to say, g'day, Lewd. G'day, mate.
Hello. G'day. What's going on?
Oh,
Thanks for having me.
Loving the tune. Thanks for coming on the show. What a tune to remix.
Yeah.
This is one you've loved for forever?
Oh, yeah. Like my parents played it as I grew up. And to be honest, like when I made the tune, because, it was, we're kind of getting back into shows and stuff. I'm like, how good would this song go? And, like in a club, but there's no club version of it. And like I play drum and bass. So I'm like, I'll just do a remix of it and I'll just chuck her up on TikTok, whatever, just see how it does. And so I'll put it up on there and it just went like viral. So I was so stoked. So I'm like, we need to actually just try and get a release out of it. And yeah. It's crazy. Like I literally can't believe, I think it just hit top 10 in like the UK yesterday, like overall. It's just because I literally just made it as like, oh, this would be cool as the club version for my sets. This would be a bit of fun. Made it in like an hour and just made a little 20-second clip for like a video. And then everyone's like, yes, like the new Down Under. Yeah. And I was just like, mate, I'm just sitting in my bedroom, like looking at all these stats, like what is going on? This is crazy.
Well, the thing is, right, very famously with Men From Work, when they released this song, Men at Work, sorry, what did I say? God, I'm so sorry, Lewd. I'm having quite, Men at Work.
I'm a man
from I'll feel you. I'll feel you.
So basically, there was a whole storm around the stealing of the, Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, right? And that famous. So how did you get this across the line? Because you've got the credits. So Colin Hay also appears as one of the partners on this song. So how did this all happen? How did you go about? Because once you did it for yourself as a bit of fun. Once it takes off, I guess it's kind of like, am I going to get sued now? Like, how does that work?
Well, yeah. So I could be totally wrong, but I think what my understanding is the copyright laws only last 70 years, and the original song came out in like the 1930s. The original sample. But to be honest, like I know nothing about that. That's like for the lawyers and managers to deal with. I'm just like, I'll just make the tunes. You can deal with that. Yeah. But so what happened is like I think it had got like a million play of whatever views or whatever on TikTok in like a day or a couple of days or something. So then they're like, oh, we could actually try and turn this into something, because I put it out like as an unofficial bootleg on SoundCloud, and it was just like I think it was #1 in Australia on that. So all these labels are just hitting us up like, oh, let's do something with it. Let's do something with it. And we're like, cool. All right. So we got in contact with Colin himself, like through his lawyer, whatever. And I think his first reply was, I don't see why I would do it, but I don't see why I wouldn't either. Let the kids have fun. And I was like, what a legend. So, yeah. And then he actually sent me his own recorded new recorded vocals of it. So it's actually, the vocals are different from the original. It's actually his own version of it. So yeah, I was just like, what?
Yeah, and you didn't ask him to re-record it. He just
no. He already had. He'd had them there, just in the bank, just sitting there for I don't know, a rainy day or whatever. So he's like, I'll send you these ones, and rest is history. Now it's just like my most played track by far of all time already in like a month, 2 months or whatever. So yeah, it's surreal.
Would you consider you two mates at the moment? Like, would you, you're like, yeah, me and Colin,
Oh, mate, Cole.
Well, I don't know if he'll say that, but I definitely will. Every boy. 100%.
What about the flute on it? Because I love me a flute, particularly the pan flute. I know how to play pan flute in the sense that I learned how to play the chorus of Toto's Africa. And that's it.
Mate, that's legendary.
Did you do the flute, or was that all like a?
Nah. So it was a sample. So I found a sample of it. Let me just actually find the name of the. So this a lady had done like a where is it? Here we go. It's Little Green. So Little Green on YouTube, she done a cover of it. And I took it off, sampled it off YouTube and then, retimed it, pitched it up or whatever. So we used, and then we got in contact with her. We're like, can we actually just use this on the actual tune? Because like, I can't play flute. And, and it sounds, and it sounds like, like she's like obviously an amazing flute player. So yeah, she was like, yeah, whatever. You can go for it. So stoked. Yeah. Luckily it kind of just, it's one of those things where you think there's no chance of it happening, but it all just fell together literally in a week. And then it was out on Spotify. So yeah.
All right. So Lewd, what's next now? Are we gonna, because you've been producing for so many years, and obviously this has taken off. Are you gonna continue to do bootlegs and stuff like that? Are you gonna now release more of your own stuff? Like, what's the next step?
Yeah. So, I am gonna still, because I feel like it's just a thing that works. Like I put out a bootleg, if it does really well, we're like, oh, maybe we could, because this one's been done so well. I feel like a lot of artists will be like, oh yeah, maybe we'll clear this one because the last one did so well. So I feel like I'm gonna pump out a lot more bootlegs. But I think we've already got like the next song that's coming out already lined up. Literally, but it's so no, I can't tell you yet. But
it's Toto Africa, and I'm playing the pan flute.
All right, can I be honest? I reckon I've had literally 100 messages saying do Toto. So
hey, let's make it happen. You're going to get, whether you like it, pan flute sent through to you. Whether you choose to use it or not is up to you. All right,
it does happen. 100%.
And I'll just be the wind in the reeds in the background. I just want my name in the credits somewhere. Yeah.
on the Spotify credits. Yeah.
All right. Well, can't wait to find out what the next tune is. You've got us on the edge of our seats. In the meantime, Lovin' Down Under, Lewd featuring Colin Hay. Thanks for your time this morning, mate.
You guys are legends. Thank you for having me.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loogy on K Rock 955.